The end of an era? Well, lots of topics this year, right? But we're going to go to the big silver dollar, the old silver dollar. Well, the peace dollar, the last 90% silver dollars struck for circulation in this country. And we're not just going to grab a random coin, which is still a lot of fun. We're going to grab the most limited, lowest mintage San Francisco Mint coin and put it out there at a crazy price, because that's what we do. And here we go. So the peace dollar was issued from 1921 all the way through 1928, then a pause, and then 1934 and 1935, and then the end of a chapter. The U.S. Mint stopped making silver dollars in 90% silver dollars for circulation. They did come back in the 1970s with the Eisenhower, but those were copper clad in circulation, right? And the silvers were made only for collectors. So the whole world changed. This is the end of the era. But tonight, we're just going about our ways on one specific coin, the key to the entire series from the San Francisco Mint. They made only 866,000 coins, ranking it as number one on the depth chart, the rarest. But that's just part of the story. And the reason why you can't find this coin is because, well, survivability is a difficult scenario. The Morgan dollar had a friend, or actually an enemy, the Pittman Act of 1918, and then the peace dollar series had, well, World War II, the making of the atomic bomb, the Manhattan Project, right? They melted millions and millions of peace dollars, silver dollars. We just don't know which ones. Well, logic is backwards, right? So when you get to some of these really rare coins, because it's close to the end of the series, that's why we don't see them at all today. And I'll get into the specific numbers in a little bit. Now, the grade, the quality, let's talk about that for a second. Years ago, my colleague Don coined the phrase super slider, meaning it slides by as an unk, but it's not. Well, in the technical scale, the Sheldon scale, the 70-point coin grading system, 0 to 59 is circulated, 60 to 70 is uncirculated, right? So the higher you get in the 50s, the closer you get to sliding by as an unk. Without the trained eye, you might even think these are uncirculated. They're gorgeous, are they not? The eagle in the reverse stands out. The word peace is bold. The lettering strong. And the hairline, the middle of the coin of Lady Liberty, has full detail. All I know is this. The people we have are good at what they do. And they said if we sent these in, they'd come back as, well, sliders, 53 to 55. So we use the term super slider because the word about uncirculated, and if I talk about uncirculated, those words are the same. It's where I pause that's the difference, and that can mean a lot of money. So we changed it so nobody gets confused. We don't want any of that. Because in uncirculated condition, the answer is, well, in today's market, these are $900 to $1,200 coins. So why would they be $200? Well, they're not. Right? But the value is, if a regular circulated coin, a fine 12 to a VF 20, sells for 120 to 130, and an uncirculated coin's hugging that 1,000, to me, value is when I can get a super slider and about uncirculated, an AU condition coin. If I can get one of those, well, closer to the circulated price, I found my value. Because a true AU should be closer to an unk. And tonight, our price has it closer to a circulated. Very close. But that's what we do here. We look for those pockets. We talk about them 2 or 3 times a year when we can find them or accumulate to them. This one's a tough one because outright, well, it's the most limited San Francisco peace dollar. And now add the category break. It just, wow. Now, the other side of this is the 21 high relief, right? The most famous of all the peace dollars. If you look at NGC and PCGS, for a coin with comparable mintage, they made 1,021 high reliefs. They made only 866,000 of this one. Comparable, right? There's a little over 40,000 known all grades at NGC and PCGS combined. This one, 13,853 to be exact. Not comparable. A third known, yet more affordable. Well, at least here tonight, more affordable. So whenever we can find them, we want to bring them home. And this one is all about the crazy value. Value, value, value. $179.95, everybody. Our regular price on this coin, if it wasn't for this deal we just brought in, we're normally what, $239, $249 when we can find them. So tonight we're able to shave off a lot and still have all that quality right here. Guys, no time for a clock. Do I have other peace dollars? Absolutely. Visit us at avccoins.com. If you're on our website and you put this in your shopping cart, push it through. This is going to sell out in a matter of minutes if it hasn't sold out already. Fun one to talk about. Thanks for listening.